Hey Fae folk, welcome and welcome back to another Dolls I Do Want video. So I did just post the opposite of this, which is the dolls that I don't want. And in that video, I talked about all of the recent releases or releases that are like soon to be upcoming that I don't want for one reason or another. But today we're doing the more positive inverse of that. I'm going to talk about all of the dolls that we have stock photos for that again have either come out recently or are going to come out soon that I do love and I do want to have. So we're going to be gushing a little bit today. It's not going to be quite as long as the dolls I don't want video just because I am kind of a picky person. So I tend to want fewer dolls than I don't want, but there are still a decent number on here. So hopefully it should be super, super fun. As per usual, these are just my opinions. If you hate these dolls, that's fine. Not a really big deal. Just to please be kind about it if you want to talk about it in the comments. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get on into it. Alrighty, so the first brand we're going to be taking a look at is Monster High. And for once, I got super lucky with this. I feel like almost every single time I post one of these videos, we get new stock images. And to be fair, that could absolutely still happen. But I did like have good timing in the sense that I am filming this after we got stock photos for the G3 Gina Fire doll, who I am so excited about. I think she looks absolutely gorgeous. I do already have her on pre-order from Amazon, which by the way is absolute like garbage. Some people have already gotten theirs, but mine is like, oh yeah, you're gonna get it sometime between the end of this month and next year. So I'm hoping that it'll be sooner rather than later, or maybe she'll like pop up in stores and I can just cancel my order. But anyway, yeah, I don't know when I'm going to get her, but I will end up having her one way or another because I think she is just so pretty. The body sculpting is really fun and very unique for her. She's got like fancy hands, and obviously you can see, especially in this image, these golden scales on the lower half of her legs. She's got really cool ears. The ears in G3 are just like weirdly, they pay a lot of attention to it and they always look amazing, and I love that for her. She does have like a different color palette, which I know can be jarring for some people, and like some people aren't a big fan of it. But I know that with the original G1 Gina Fire design, there was like some controversy with the fact that she was golden because like there is the stereotype about Asian people being yellow. And while yellow and gold technically like could be considered different colors, I understand where people are coming from, where it's like that's a little bit too close for comfort and feels like a little bit iffy. So I do think that her having the green skin tone with the gold accents and like the gold scales is a really nice way to kind of pay homage to her original design while also trying to be more culturally sensitive. So I personally really like the change. I think she also just looks super pretty with it. Her outfit too looks so nice. I feel like this looks really quality, especially when you compare it to like the first core dolls for G3. Like they're definitely showing their improvement. Everything looks like it is a decent quality fabric for like a playline level doll, right? The shoes have some good detail on them. I'm super hyped for her. Again, really hoping she arrives sooner rather than later because like I don't want to have to wait that long. I want to just enjoy her. My only like very minor complaint is I do think that she could have used like a headpiece, some sort of headband, or even just a different hairstyle. I feel like, I don't know, the top of her head looks a little bit bland to me, but I can restyle her and it'll be fine. Like that's obviously not going to stop me from wanting to have her and loving her. So yeah, definitely so excited that she came out just in time for me to include her on today's video. Next up is probably a rather surprising entry. If you guys know much about me, I typically am not a playset person, but Monster High is coming out with a like potions playset for Draculaura, and I honestly think this is so cute since in G3 she is both a vampire and a witch. This is like her little hidden potion making hideaway, and it's just really precious to me. It's not like the most detailed thing ever. I also have no idea what like the price point is looking like on this. I don't know if anyone knows, but I don't know. I think it's a really cute little thing to have. I feel like I could happily display a Draculaura doll in here, maybe have like Claudine and Frankie next to her. Maybe they're all like helping with her potions. There's just something about this that feels really cute and really sweet. I do like too that it is a smaller playset. Like it is still something that's going to take up space, but it's not huge like the entire castle, right? Like it is something that feels like a nice in between where it's still a playset. You still get some of that environmental aspect that can be nice for displays without having it be absolutely massive. So I think this is a super cute one and I'm very excited for it to actually release. This next one is also definitely surprising. So Monster High for G3 does have these little like mini like mystery potions where you get like little figurines of the different characters. I talked about them in not this most recent Dolls I Don't Want video, but I think the one before that. And I kind of just was like, yeah, this isn't for me in general. I feel like for what they are, they're probably cool for people who are into it. But for me, I'm just like, there's not that much detail to them. So I didn't even bother talking about the fact that the second wave is out or that the third wave has already been announced in my last Dolls I Don't Want video. Because like the whole concept I had kind of written off, except there is going to be a line that comes out that is like pairs. So you have some couples where there's like Claude and Draculaura, or we've got a Clanky set. But there's also a set, I mean, some of them are couples, like I said, but some of them seem to just be friends. I can't like find an image just of these two, so I'll zoom in and it'll be nice and blurry for you guys, but you'll get the gist. There is a set that just has Spectra and Twyla, and I want this one so bad. These are two of my favorite characters. I have a huge soft spot for Spectra, and I love her design-wise. Twyla, I also like design-wise, but like in terms of her actual character, I feel extremely connected to her. I feel very seen by her. So I love her in G3. And so the fact that these two are in a set together is just already fabulous. They also have this really cool like transparency to them. And y'all know I'm a sucker for transparent plastic. And while on some of the other ones, I feel like the solid unpaintedness kind of like doesn't work for me, just like the way that it's been executed. I honestly feel like it doesn't look too bad on these. Maybe I'm just biased. Maybe I'm like trying to convince myself of that. But I actually genuinely want these. They're the only ones out of, 3 actual lines and then this line that I'm like, I need to have this. But I think they're so precious and I really, really want this little set of them together because they're so cute. Then we are moving on to Barbie, and first off are a couple of the deluxe style Barbies. So this first one, I don't know the numbers for them, sorry, but like you'll see it on screen, you know what I'm talking about. This one is blonde. She's got like a pink baby doll dress, little tights, super, super cute. I am pretty sure she has the Millie face mold, which is kind of a bummer just because I feel like so many people don't love that face mold, myself included. I don't hate it as much as some other people do, but like it definitely is not a face mold that I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so pretty, But even so, I think this is just a really cute, simplistic design. Like there's not that much going on, but I do think what's going on is quite precious. She also has a huge bow on the back of her dress. I want this doll like as she comes, but I am also slightly nervous that Draculaura would look way too cute in the dress. Maybe I'm wrong, or maybe she'll end up having to donate her dress to a Draculaura and I'll have to find something else to put on her. But I do think that whether it's for like redressing or just as she comes, this is a really cute, fairly simple but really cute design, so I definitely want to pick her up. And then the next one is one that I think when these dolls first came out, I was like, I don't really want this one, but the more I look at her, the more I definitely do want her. I feel like her face looks so sweet. I love the color of her braids. I just think it's like a really, really nice color. I can't tell if it's all one or if there's like a slight blend in there, but it's towing the line between looking a little bit pink and looking like a semi-natural color. And I just find that it looks really, really pretty on the doll. And I also think her two-piece set is kind of fun. It's very like, again, it's relatively simple when you compare it to some other lines and other things, but also it does feel kind of funky and different. It's an interesting fabric. I like the little ruffs at her like ankles and then the fur across the shoulders. I don't know. She's just cute. She's got good vibes and I would like to add her to my collection. Next up, we have a collector Barbie, and that is the Diwali Barbie for this year, which I think might be the first time that they've made one of these. And she is so, so stinking pretty. The image I'm showing you is her in the box, which like normally I wouldn't do, but I couldn't find an image of her on just like a white background. And also the box is so insanely pretty. And that's coming from a not packaging person. Like I open all my dolls. I almost never keep boxes. It's very, very rare for me to do so. But even the packaging on this looks so incredible and complements the doll so, so well. I think the entire design is really beautiful. Just the cuts and colors and the patterns and everything, it all meshes together so wonderfully, so gorgeous. Even the base doll is just like absolutely stunning. She is, as of time of filming, currently sold out everywhere. But if she comes back in stock, I need her. She's such a little cutie. Oh gosh. I'm like a little bit sad that I didn't catch the pre-order for her. I just like couldn't, make it fit into the budget at the time. It happens, but I'm hoping she'll come back in stock when I do have the budget. Because yeah, definitely I feel like this is an outstanding doll. This next one, when I tell you the tension between me and buying this doll right now is so high. Like I've had her up in my safari for days because I'm just like, I want her so badly. And that is the Styled by Design Filipino inspired Barbie doll. I think this is the second doll in like the Styled by Design lineup, but very different from the first one. And to me, a huge improvement from the first one. She's so gorgeous. Genuinely everything about this doll I think is just so beautiful, from the base doll, the face, the hair, the clothing, the jewelry on her hands. It's glorious. Like I don't really know what to say. I have to get her. Like I just have to get her. She's $100, which is why I haven't gotten her yet, because there's another Barbie that I think is the next one we're taking a look at that I already spent a lot of money on. So I was like, I can't do both at the same time or very close to the same time. They released like right kind of one after the other. But gosh, I want to get this doll so bad. She's so beyond beautiful. There's literally no notes. Like I have no critiques for her. I just want to have her in person. And then, yeah, this is the Barbie that I was referencing that I did already buy that I'm so excited about. And that is the Tribute to Fashion Barbie. This one is the first of its series, which, you know, alleges that there are going to be more. And I desperately hope so because I think she is so pretty. So this doll is inspired by the 18th century, according to the description on the website. And she's absolutely gorgeous. She's very Barbie, like everything is pink from her hair to her shoes. But I just love this aesthetic. I really am interested and attracted to like historical styles. And I mean that very broadly. I know that like that's not helpful because I'm like, oh yeah, anything from like Edwardian to medieval I'm into, but genuinely like I just am so fascinated by historical fashion, especially on dolls. I think it tends to be so beautiful, and this is absolutely no exception. I bought her instantly. Like she came out, we got the stock photos for her, and I was like, okay, well I have to get her. I literally gave in and bought the Barbie membership because you had to have the membership to buy her because I wanted this doll so bad. So she cost me like $110, which is crazy, and objectively like I understand she's probably not worth it, but I needed her. She's been delayed shipping, which like sucks, but hopefully soon. She's supposed to ship out by November 8th, so hopefully y'all will get to have a fun little unboxing for her soon. I just think she's gorgeous. The patterns, the detail, the jewelry especially really got me. I think it's absolutely gorgeous, and I cannot wait to get to take a look at her more like close up and in depth with y'all. And then we are going to round out today's video with one Rainbow High entry. Like I said, definitely a lot fewer dolls to talk about, but you know, that's okay. I feel like fewer dolls is an okay trade-off for just like being super excited and happy and positive this whole video. Although now that I say that, I realize I'm not going to be quite as positive about this doll. Anyway, though, from the new Rainbow High Creative Crystals line, again, I'm not sure if that's like a fan name or an official name, but y'all will know what I'm talking about. I talked about all of the other dolls in this line in the don't want version of this video because I think they're pretty rough. But there is there is one that I do want, and that is a new character. Her name is Iris Bow, and I think she is so pretty if you strip away pretty much everything she's wearing. I don't like any of the allegedly resin required accessories that like you're supposed to make. I don't like her shirt at all. I think that looks hideous. I don't like the shoes. They're giving like very LOL tween Haribo, which is fine for the LOL tween Haribo, but like not really what I want from this doll. I do think potentially her skirt could be saved with a different outfit. It looks like it might be fabric or like a vinyl instead of the plastic skirts that we're getting for a lot of dolls for this lineup. So I'm thinking I might be able to like use that somehow. Mostly I just really want this doll for the base doll. I think she is absolutely gorgeous. Sometimes people don't really like the full rainbow characters. Like I know Amaya is very much hated within a lot of the Rainbow High fandom. But I don't know, for me, it works a lot. Like I do tend to like the rainbow characters. And I feel like this one is done so well. I love her rainbow makeup. And then like the kind of gradient red lips is super pretty. And the hair, most of all, I think is just so nice. I love that it has the rainbow highlights in it, but it's mostly a brown color because we don't really get a lot of natural hair colors within Rainbow High. And like I said, she has a lot of the rainbow hair too, but she's also got a decent amount of that brown poking through. And I just think it's a really beautiful look with the rainbow highlights with the brown hair. Her base doll to me is absolutely stunning. I will not be buying her full price because I just can't justify doing that, right? I don't want to spend the full price on a doll that like 90% of it I'm not going to use. Like I'm going to want to like donate most of what comes with this doll. But I do want the base doll. So whenever these eventually go on sale, I will be buying her on sale so that I can give her a much cuter outfit. So not something we'll be seeing soon, like at least for me, like in person. I'm not going to be buying her soon, but eventually I would definitely like to have her. But yes, guys, that's going to be it for today. Definitely a little bit more on like the short and sweet side, but still quite fun. I don't always get to make these videos because like as we get stock photos for things, I keep a running list in my phone on my notes of like the different dolls that I do and don't want. And a lot of the times there's just not enough dolls that I do want that are coming out in a short enough period of time for me to even make one of these videos. So it's always refreshing when I do get to make one because it's fun to just sit down and like be really excited for X amount of time. So I had a lot of fun filming today. Definitely let me know what y'all think of all of the dolls that I discussed in today's video. I don't think aside from Gina Fire, any of them should be out. And even Gina Fire, I know like a lot of people are in the same boat as me where they're kind of like waiting. Only like a handful of people I've seen so far have posted about being able to actually get her. But if you have gotten her, let me know how you feel about her, or if you're waiting on any of the dolls that I talked about. Definitely let me know your thoughts on them. But yeah, that's going to be it from me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day or your night, or whatever it might be, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.